Cześć kochani, and welcome to my kitchen again. Today I will share with you a very simple recipe for crust that can be used for tarts, rustic tarts, galettes, sweet, savory, very versatile. I was planning on actually making tarts later on today for dinner, and I thought, well, since I have to make the dough, I might as well show you how to do it. And the recipe is super simple, and for all of you who've been making tarts for years, probably you will not learn anything new from it. But I know when you're just starting your cooking adventure and you think that certain things are very, very difficult, when you see how simple it is and when you see every step and the consistency, what you're going for, I'm sure when you do it once, you will never buy store-bought you will never bring home store-bought dough again. Okay, so let's start. The rule of thumb is that we have twice as much flour than butter. So in this case, just because I will make the proportion for the standard about 12-13 inch baking dish, I will need 250 grams of flour. It's regular all-purpose flour. Of course, I'm using organic and unbleached because I don't want to have any chemicals, any pesticides, nothing gross in my dough. That's the reason why I want to make it at home, right? So I can control all the ingredients. So we have roughly 250 grams of flour. 300, 200, yeah, I think this is about 250 grams of flour. Goes in our bowl. Now we have half of this amount of butter, and butter, important thing, has to be very cold, so from the refrigerator, straight from the refrigerator. So mine is 250, so I'm just cutting this in half, again roughly. Later when I will be making the dough, I will keep checking the consistency and I can always add more flour or butter. And now I'm just chopping the cold butter straight into the flour. 1, 2, 3, all done. I also have organic butter with very good quality. Now we will have about a teaspoon of salt, and if you will use it for savory dish, you can add a little more salt. If you're planning on making this for using it for sweet filling, I would probably go with about half a teaspoon. But here we have about a teaspoon of salt. And that's it at this point. So what we're gonna do now, you can take either pastry cutter and just start chopping it. I know you may have also the pastry knife that has like 4 I think blades, that it's meant for working in butter into the flour. I don't have it. If you don't have any of it, you can also use regular fork and just work this in. What I found in the past could work also is potato masher. So you would start with the potato masher and then you can move to fork. But there is another way, and it's super simple for those of you who have food processor at home. And that's what I'm going to use today, just to make my work a little easier and the process a bit faster. And what I'm going to do, this is the ending with the knives. So I'm going to put everything in the food processor. There you go. Close it, and I will pulse it just a few times. So we're gonna pulse it just to break the butter. Another reason why I like to use this food processor, it's not because it makes it faster, but I don't have to pulse the butter. Okay, And now we are going to add 1 egg and continue. So now I want to show you what we have in our bowl. Come, Reiki. So this is what we're going for, is the consistency of wet sand. There you go. This looks perfect. If your flour is drier than mine, if the egg is smaller than mine, and if you at this point don't achieve this wet sand consistency, grab a little cold water and add literally 1 teaspoon at a time. 1 teaspoon, pulse it, another teaspoon, pulse it, until you get to this point. Voila! There you go. This is all done. I'm going now put it back into my bowl. This is what we're going for. That's what we're going for. Playable, kind of like plasticine. There you go. And now, very quickly, you just form it into a disc. See how beautifully it all sticks together? It's like Play-Doh. Okay, parchment paper. I'm going to wrap it in parchment paper and put it in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes to 1 hour, just to help it, allow it to set and firm a little bit. If you are planning on using this dough, let's say next week, or you just want to have one on hand whenever you need it, then at this point, maybe it would be good to use some old plastic bag that you may reuse, something that you brought from the store, and also put it in a plastic bag and keep in refrigerator for about a week. If you want to have it for longer, then put it in a freezer. However, when you put it in a freezer, take it out of the freezer, put into your refrigerator about night before you are planning to use it, about 12 hours, just to allow it to defrost, and then it will be perfect for using. So as you can see, this takes literally a few minutes. It took me longer because I was trying to explain the details and the steps, but there is really no reason for you to be afraid of making your own dough for tarts, for crustinis, for no, I think it's crostatas, or rustic tart, whatever, sweet, savory, and now you have your own delicious, healthy, simple and wholesome tart dough. Thank you so much for being here with me. I truly appreciate every person who comes visiting my kitchen, who leaves comment or just takes the time to view. If you like the recipe, if you enjoyed the video, please let me know, because there is nothing better to know that I really make some difference in your life and help you feel a little more comfortable in the kitchen. And that's it for now. See you next time. Bye.